welcome to this matchup between the Floyd Central Highlanders and the St. Xavier Tigers. We are so excited to be with you all this evening. My name is Joe Lincoln with my partner,
Joshua Breeden.
And tonight should be a great game. It is senior night here at the home of the Highlanders. We will be highlighting that throughout the show. And we just had the introductions. What a moment for these seniors.
I mean, this is the last time they will actually play in this court for essentially the rest of their lives.
Yeah, this is such a special night. I know that both teams are very fired up about this game. I know that there's a bunch of hype around this game as well. Everyone is so excited for it. Josh, what are you looking for in this game?
I mean, the thing is that, I mean, there's a lot of good seniors. I was like Logan Lives and Kobe Barnes. They are the, I mean, I'm not saying they're the stars, but they can put on a show when they want to. They had some crazy dunks last game, and I can't even describe it. Even though he's not a senior, though, high breeder, though, he destroys anybody on offense. He shoots, it's automatic.
Yeah, this Floyd Central team is something special this year. We saw it last year with the Luke Gomans, and you had Kobe running alongside with him, and you saw a great senior class last year, but this year I feel like it's even more special. Floyd Central, if I am counting this correctly, 8 seniors this year.
That's almost an entire roster if you wanted it.
8 seniors. They're graduating 8 seniors, Josh. That is ridiculous.
That means you're going to see a lot of people from JV going to slide over.
Right. You're going to see a ton of difference next year. But as of right now, they are heavily relying on those seniors to bring leadership to this team, to bring a sense of energy to this team, to bring everything for this team. They are the lifeblood.
I like I mean, like I said, this is a very special team, but the thing that beats you with this team is just the length. I mean, we got so many tall guys like Logan Lewis, Kobe Barnes.
Oh yeah, you've got the size, you've got the quickness as well with your guards. It's unreal how this team is so versatile. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, I mean, you got a lot of good players. I mean, we're trying next year. Like I said, high breeder. I believe he'll be a junior next year. And I mean, there's just so much in basketball that matters, and I would say his strong point is indeed shooting, but he's good defensively, and I mean, players improve over time. That's natural.
Right. So we've talked a little bit about the Highlanders and their senior leadership. How about the Tigers? This team is very dangerous every single year. They bring a sense of athleticism onto the court. You can tell they're ready to go right now. I've seen them in warm-ups. They're going to play this. They're going to play their hearts out. But I would be willing to bet my soul that this Floyd Central team would do anything to win this game tonight.
Yeah, just good. I mean, I always say they're going to bring energy every single night. But I mean, this, like we already said, this is a special night.
It's so special for both of these teams. But I really see the Highlanders bringing that a little bit of extra effort to push them through. Something special tonight, actually, for Floyd Central. Floyd Central is starting 5 seniors. That is, and you can do that and have 3 coming off the bench.
Yeah.
That's something special.
I like the fact, like, this is senior night's everything, high school and college. I mean, it's the same thing, you start 5-year seniors. I think my favorite thing is, though, is something that Floyd Central did a lot. I saw this in girls basketball, too, is usually in college, if they play their seniors, they'll take them out after the first dead ball.
Right.
But I could see like good minutes coming out for everybody at least.
Right. One thing that I remember as a child in grade school was my not senior day, but my 8th grade last game on the court. We had our parents come out with us. We went to center court. Even for an 8th grader, for me, that was special. So I can only imagine what these guys, being through 4 years with this team, going to multiple sectional and regional finals, being that team to be in the hunt for a state championship. They've gone through it all together. And I can only imagine what this means for them tonight, to be in this position with their best friends.
I can imagine, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that this team can do to win, but I mean, like, it's hard to consistently, like, I mean, the perfect example recently is James Harden, to just dominate and do that game after game. And I could see this being a push to, now after this game, wrap up their late games, push them towards sectional times.
Right. This game could definitely be a confidence booster. Although it's not a conference game, this game will definitely boost their ego going into the postseason, as you said. Some tough games going on ahead. They did lose to the Jeffersonville Red Devils, who I believe will be their toughest competitor going forward in the postseason, at least in their section. So, keeping that in mind, what do you think the Highlanders have to do tonight to get that little extra push of momentum? I imagine them coming out and trying to play their game, not letting St. X push them into anything they don't want to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, turnovers. This happens a lot in both guys and girls basketball.
Right.
I mean, I'm not saying they're horrible at turning the ball over, but there's just a lot of times where they'll throw a pass and the player won't catch up. It's out of bounds.
Right.
I mean, it's kind of. I get that it's kind of hard when, especially if you're double teamed or you're struggling to even get the ball past half court. But I mean, it's kind of weird how these teams play. They will stay at the 3. They usually run a 3-2 zone. What they will do is they will drive and kick it out. And most of the time, though, that makes this probably interesting is the Highlanders eventually, they change it up.
Right.
Like, a lot of times they'll do that, and then the last few minutes of a quarter, next thing you know, they're getting steals. They're going to the baskets.
Right.
Fast break points pretty easily.
Yeah, so another thing that I'm very interested in is seeing what Highlanders team we're going to see tonight. We know that they can get out in space and go in transition. We know that they can play the slow, methodical offense. We know that they can play extremely unbelievable defense, getting their hands on everything. What do you think we're going to see tonight? I think, for my prediction, we're going to see a lot of great defense and a more slow-paced offense because I know the St. X team can get out and hang with them on the break.
Yeah, I don't know about you. I want to see some dunks.
Yeah.
That was the most exciting part about last game I did. I think it was Logan Lives and Kobe Barnes. I think I've already mentioned this. But, I mean, dunking is such a way to get momentum on your side and get the crowd going.
Yeah, getting that crowd going is essential for this Highlanders team. You see this right now on the screen. When the pep band gets going, when the crowd gets going, you see what a difference it makes for this team. You see the energy level go up. You see the intensity level go up. Everything is just going in the right direction when you get this crowd involved. We have a packed house tonight, and I'm very excited to see how it goes.
I said they're already trying to get everything riled up. They got the flags coming out here, cheerleaders, the band, everyone clapping along to the songs. We got the student section. I mean, they do a good job of making a home game a home game.
Right. I was fortunate enough to be here last year during the New Albany game when everyone knows about the senior from last year, Romeo Langford, who is now playing at Indiana University, having a phenomenal season. We were able to hold him in check and actually win that game. And I'll tell you, I thought I was going to go down. This place was loud.
Oh, I guarantee. I mean, the thing about what makes this going is literally screams, like I just heard right there. I mean, it's kind of hard, and this happens to both away and home teams. It's kind of hard once a team gets on a run to get out without calling a timeout or making a big play. And that's honestly top 5 biggest things that is hard to do in basketball is you need to take the momentum who's on the opposing team. And it is hard, like I already said, but figure it out. You need to find a way to take it and push it to the other side of the court.
Right.
I am really excited about this. I mean, it's a Friday night.
Right. It's great atmosphere. You can see the student section over there, all white. You've got everyone over there right now cheering on this Highlanders team, hoping for a win once again on senior night. And I can expect them to be as loud as they ever will be because this game means everything to these seniors. They know how hard they've worked. They know how much effort they've spent in this, invested on this team. So,
I mean, all that time of the regular season, here you are. I mean, last home game I know we talked about the seniors, but this is the last home game for everyone.
Right.
For the 2018-2019 season.
We are about to get underway here at Floyd Central High School if you're just joining us. And I am so excited to see this game. Once again, this arena is one of the best in all of the area. I'm so excited to see it. And I just can't wait, honestly. I'm expecting to see some fireworks, some dunks like Josh said. And we've got about 45 seconds until we're getting underway. Josh, I can't wait.
it's two great teams who play different brands of basketball, and I honestly do believe turnovers and momentum will be the deciding factor. If you can keep going on runs, if you could, like I already said, avoid not just making turnovers, but avoiding stupid turnovers, then you're golden.
I can see right now Coach Todd Sturgeon talking to his team, talking to his seniors right now, giving them the pep talk that they might need to get them through this game. What a great job he's done. And if anyone doesn't know this, Coach Sturgeon's son actually plays on the team. Cam Sturgeon, he's a senior. This is his last game at FC. I can imagine it's an emotional night for both of them too. I saw him come out to center court. He looked, obviously they both looked locked in. Mom looked a little emotional, but I can see how it could be a huge game for both of them.
I mean, that's just great about basketball is when what happens a lot is when, let's just say, even if it's someone's last year, high school, college, an NBA player's last season, then it's always emotional. And it's really cool to see how people honor those players. Yeah, right now the national anthem will play, presented by the ROTC.
Diners and Adams, commanded by Cadet Robbins. Once the colors have been presented, the Floyd Central Pep Band will perform our national anthem.
What a fantastic showing there from the Floyd Central ROTC, presenting the colors beautifully right there. And I tell you what, Floyd Central really puts on a show whenever they try and honor America. It's a sight to see every time.
Yeah, not only that, they do not forget tradition of national anthem. Of course, it was played by the Floyd Central Pep Band.
We have got the starters coming out for St. X right now. We've got number 13, Makai Smith, number 22, Michael Liston, number 31, Kyle Bonsbach, number 33, Samuel Borman. And now for the Highlanders starting lineup.
Good job in the lights.
We've got number 12, Jalen Coates, number 15, Harrison Eads, number 20, Kobe Barnes, number 31, Cam Sturgeon, and number 41, Logan Lives. And I think this is going to be a phenomenal game. Josh.
I mean, this is I mean, I keep saying this, but this is just so good. Like, right, literally, I was about to say, right there, student section.
You see the student section right now getting into this game. We actually have a pregame showing from two of our seniors, Greg Kolwicki and Adam Spalding. And I'll tell you what, Floyd Central, as I said before, they put on a show. This is certainly a show. Floyd Central actually is the only high school in Southern Indiana, in all of the state of Indiana, with a video board. A great job by this radio TV crew, if I say so myself.
I mean, the thing about what makes just Floyd Central overall just a good, just place to, listen, watch sports, just get involved with. I mean, it's so. I mean, even if you're an away team, if you go to Floyd Central, this just right here with the lights and everything, the student section getting involved, boom.
So, Josh, we are about to head into quarter number 1. You said you were expecting a high-paced game, maybe some dunks, maybe some flashy passing, just a lot of cool stuff from the Highlanders. And you can see we've got the video board rolling. Everyone's up in their seats. The cheerleaders are out on the floor. The Highlanders are about to take the court. And this is unbelievable. They've got a video playing right now, as you can see on the board. We'll let you take a look at this.
Oh my gosh, that is fun.
See the Highlander mascot right there. Great work by one of our editors, Sonny Murphy, on this video.
Oh, Sonny's.
All the credit in the world to this senior. He's done a great job with this program.
I mean, we should have a senior day just for Sonny. That's what I would love.
Oh, of course.
And it's playing Sicko Mode by Travis Scott featuring Drake.
Yeah, and if this does not get the crowd hyped up, I don't know what's going to. You can hear the crowd singing along right now, guys. This is no joke. We've got there's such a culture here at Floyd Central for basketball. Like I said at that No Albany game last year, Archie Miller was in the building scouting Romeo. And if this would have been rolling, I think he might have been recruiting Kobe Barnes.
I honestly believe this is also to confuse.
Yeah, this is definitely an amazing atmosphere. Unbelievable production here. And Floyd Central is about to take the court right now. Once again, their starting 5. You've got number 12, Jalen Potes. Number 15, Harrison Eads. Number 20, Kobe Barnes. Number 31, Cam Sturgeon. And number 41, Logan Libbs. Josh, all seniors and 3 seniors on the bench. How about that?
I mean, I say it's a good thing and a bad thing. I mean, it's good as in role of what this day means and what it is. But, I mean, it's got, at this point, like, this is the last home game for the seniors. And that's an 8-man. That's more than half a roster. So, you got to think about, because now you got to carefully pick who you bring in from JV. And I don't know what's so, but it's, I mean, I don't want to sound so down. I mean, I kind of did just right there. I don't like sound like that, but ready for basketball.
Yeah, we are ready for some basketball here at Floyd Central. And I'll tell you what, I can barely hear a thing. This crowd is going insane right now. And we are about ready for our first 8 minutes of this game.
I mean, like I already said, momentum-based game. I mean, you can almost tell how the game's going to be in the first minute.
I will go over to St. X's starting lineup one more time. We've got number 4, Sabian Dillard. Number 13, Makai Smith. Number 22, Michael Liston. Number 31, Kyle Bonsbach. And number 33, Samuel Borman. Libbs will be in the center for the tip, going against Bonsbach. And the student section's up. We are ready for some high school basketball here in Southern Indiana. Nothing like it, Josh.
The student section's going insane.
The ref is coming to the center. Let's get this going. Libbs wins the tip for the Highlanders. Barnes retains it. There's a man-to-man defense being played from St. X right now. Coates gets the ball over to Eads. A three from Barnes early. That's going to go out of bounds, but I think a good offensive start. Giving it to your senior, letting him shoot one to get a little bit warmed up. And obviously Barnes has been the star for this team all year.
I mean, you're going to expect that. It's kind of like Kobe Bryant's last game. He's going to shoot. He's going to shoot a lot.
Liston has the ball for the Tigers. He'll drive in. Hand it off to Smith, who dishes it on the inside. Highlanders playing some good defense there, and we got a tie ball.
That kind of looked like a travel, though. As he shuffled his feet.
The Tigers will retain possession. Borman takes a little jumper, can't get it to go, and a rebound by Eads right there. Good defense early by the Highlanders. You see Potes getting the ball across half court. Good defense there by Bonsbach. He's on transition. The ball is tipped away by Potes. Good defense in transition there by the Highlanders. And now they're out on the break. Barnes on the inside, takes a little dribble, can't get it to go. Grabs his own rebound, but it is batted away by Borman. The Highlanders will regain possession. No fear here early from the senior.
I think he was looking for a call right there. He's grabbing his forearm there.
There's a pass inside. Goes for the and one, can't get it to go. He will go to the line for two. Barnes taking 3 shots early. Is that a good thing for the Highlanders, or do you see it as a bit of a problem?
Like I said, I mean, this is your last game. I mean, Barnes he's just a good basketball player in general, not just for FC. So obviously, I think it's already rational. I use Kobe Bryant as an example, but it's everybody. I won't be shocked if he shoots it 3 times. And that's not, I'm not saying that's necessarily something that he shouldn't be doing, but it's like a nostalgic.
Oh yeah, you see no lack of confidence from this guy every time he goes out on the court. He hit the first free throw. The second one will go as well. 2-0 Highlanders early. The Tigers looking to respond here. 6:47 left in the first quarter. Liston gives the ball to Borman. Smith with a mid-range jumper, no good. He tries to grab his own rebound, but is retained by Sturgeon. Here come the Highlanders. Coates gives it back to Barnes at the top of the key. A little bit of scuffle there on the inside. Sturgeon falls down. Barnes goes on the inside, puts it up off the glass, got it to go. What a finish there by the senior.
Now he's got all the points currently for the Highlanders.
He's also taking all the shots, Josh. Smith has the ball. Dillard takes a 3 from the wing, no good. The ball is retained by Eads, and that will be Bonsbach's second foul here early. He will be checked out of the game. Coming in is number 32, Simon Smith, for the Tigers. 4-0 Highlanders. 5:56 left here in the first quarter. Potes is a very good ball handler. I would like to see him try to get on the board, though. Stolen away by Borman. He'll go on the inside, put it up. Goes for the and one. He looks a bit shaken up after that one.
He fell hard.
Yeah, he's getting up, though. He'll go to the line for 2. That'll be a foul on number 12, Jalen Potes.
Say, coach is already talking to him. Don't foul on the fast break.
2 shots for Borman at the line. He gets the first to go. 4-1 Highlanders. 5:46 left, first quarter. We still see the all-senior lineup rolling here, Josh.
I say right about now in college sports, those players are already gone. And there's like almost none left, and there's freshmen they go for college.
Borman sank the second free throw as well. The Highlanders are in transition here. They got a wide open Libs. They go for the lob, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Smith, and a foul there by Sturgeon. A little bit of urgency here from the Highlanders early on.
I said they're going to go for flashy and fun, but at the same time, I mean, a simple chest pass.
Yeah, a little bit of an errant pass there by Eads going for the lob. I like the effort, though. I like trying to get this crowd up and running early in the game.
I want to see something like that.
Ball stolen away by Barnes. He's on the break. Here he goes for the finish. What a move there by Barnes with the Euro step, going around the defender. He's got 6 points here early, and all the scoring for the Highlanders.
And all the shots.
The Tigers are looking to respond here. Liston has the ball. He drives in. The crowd's looking for a double dribble. Borman drives in, gives it back to Liston. Smith from the corner. It is good. 5-6 here, Highlanders. A little bit of a trap here. Trying to force a turnover are the Tigers. It did go off Smith's foot, and the Highlanders will regain possession here. We've got a bunch of substitutions coming in. Number 2, Nick Winchell. Number 11, Levi Seward. Number 33, Jacob Ray. And number 13, Thomas Hibbard. All seniors, Josh.
Oh, this is...
And a surprising move. Barnes? No, I thought Barnes came out of the game. He did not. Winchell's been a really prolific scorer for this team, but you see him giving it to Barnes. A little bit of, it was an air ball right there, Josh.
I said, this is something you don't do.
Ball is stolen away by the Highlanders, but retained by the Tigers. Dillard gives the ball across to Borman. He gives it to Smith for 3 from the top of the key. Got it! 9, 8-6 here. Tigers, and a turnover by Winchell. What great defense there by Smith.
So like I was going to say, I mean, this is what you don't do, Barnes. I get it's your last game, and this is the last time you will shoot. That will count.
Josh.
In this.
Makai Smith is only a freshman. Number 13, Makai Smith, starting for the St. Xavier Tigers.
I'm talking about Barnes on the air ball.
Yeah, no, I just realized this. Makai Smith for the St. Xavier Tigers is only a freshman.
Oh, okay.
What? You see this kid playing, and you see he's already got the know-how of a senior. See him handling the ball right here, going inside, gives the ball up, and a finish there. 32 Smith on the bucket for the Tigers, 10-6 St. X. Winchell getting trapped there. He gives the ball to Hibbard. Hibbard drives in. Barnes for 3. No good. Rebounded by Borman. The Tigers are pushing the pace here early. Travel called by the official. The Highlanders will gain possession.
About time travel was called.
Number 3, Aiden Mudd will come into the game for number 32. Excuse me, number 22, Michael Liston.
I mean, don't rush your shots. I mean, again, he was wide open there, but every other time, this is the reason that they're down right now, and you just gotta change. I mean, that's all I'm saying. Change it up a bit. You'll see results fast.
It's a big crowd. It's senior night. There's a bunch of nerves going, and Kobe might be feeling some of those nerves right now. He's driving in right now, though. Puts it off the glass. No good. It is off the Tigers, though. The Highlanders will retain possession.
Barnes looks like he's trying to call.
And here comes number 4, the sophomore, Jake Heidbreeder. He is the spark plug for this team.
If he makes his first shot, it's already over.
Yeah, watch out, folks. They get the ball into him. Here it is, Heidbreeder for 3. Got it! What a call, Josh!
I'm telling you.
Spark ignited for the Highlanders from the sophomore.
He hates to miss, I'm telling you.
Smith with the ball after that 3 by Heidbreeder. Dillard travels with it. A turnover by the Tigers. This crowd is getting into it after that 3 from the sophomore, Heidbreeder. Watch out, ladies and gentlemen. This could get hot very, very fast.
I say usually him and Barnes, they usually, as a duo, take over the game. Even though Barnes is cooled down, I expect him to heat up.
You see his poise and presence. Guys, a sophomore. It's unreal. Winchell drives in. That ball is off of the Tigers. They don't like the call. But the Highlanders will retain possession.
It's only a 1-point game now. Highlanders are down by 1, 9-10.
Kobe going inside, puts it up. There is a foul on Smith. That will be his first.
I know that there's a foul there, but he's kind of having a bit of a hard time at putting the ball in the hoop.
Yeah, Kobe Barnes missed a couple of shots here in the early going, and a couple of shots pretty badly.
Yeah, he airballed a jumper, bricked a three.
I'll look for him to calm down a lot here, though, as he knows what his role is on this team. He sinks the first free throw.
The best thing you can do as a player is understand if you're having an off game, or just like notice someone's hot, like high Peter already.
It's 10-10 here. The Highlanders looking to take the lead on this free throw. And they do. Seen a lot of good things out of Mekhi Smith early in this game. Didn't really know what to expect from him, as once again, he's only a freshman. You see a little bit of a handle there, some swag from this freshman.
I like when freshmen can take seniors and sophomores to school.
What defense by the Highlanders. Oh, and a foul called there on Winchell. I'm glad no one got hurt on that play, because the ball was kind of spinning around up in the air, and he came down with his arm hard.
It looks like Winchell's like, I think it's forearm or not exactly elbow. Kind of hit him on the forehead there.
Yeah, he might have got hit a little bit there. High breeder on Smith. Tigers have possession. Another travel called. That one on Mud.
In a row.
And Sturgeon will come back into the game for the Highlanders, checking in for Jacob Ray.
Now you go on. Now you go on a run. You got momentum on your side. There's your chance to go. They got three travels. This is the stupid turnovers I was talking about before the game.
And this is a tall lineup here for the Highlanders. I wouldn't be surprised if they put in Libs here a little bit later on this quarter or in the first half. But you see they have the size advantage by far.
Use a T advantage.
Winchell has the ball. Here goes Hydebreeder. Nice shot fake. Gives the Sturgeon on the inside. Looking for the and one. Can't get it to go. He'll go to the line for two.
A lot of shooting fouls already.
11-10 here. Highlanders looking to take the lead by 3 with this pair of free throws.
And a lot of the Xavier crowd kind of unhappy with the foul, but usually when that happens, it means they're just unhappy how the game is played in general.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Josh.
It's never just the foul.
Sturgeon misses the first free throw. Still 11-10. 1:25 left here in the first quarter.
Close game.
Second free throw is up, and it's good. 12-10 Highlanders.
Still a one-possession game.
Liston has the ball. He gets it across half court. You see a bunch of passing around on the perimeter from this Tigers offense. Foul there. Not sure who was called on.
It may have been, I don't think it's Hydebreeder, but
That is Hydebreeder. That is his first foul of the game. One thing for both these teams to watch out for is foul trouble.
I can't. It's hard to tell. Like, they're doing the 3-2 zone, like I said they do, and I mean it's half working. They're hitting some threes, but right now, I don't know.
Dillard gives it to Liston. There's a drive inside. Lynch couldn't finish. The Highlanders in transition. Winchell has the ball on the inside. What a move. Can't get it to go, though. Rebounded by Dillard.
It's a blown opportunity.
Tigers are looking to push the pace a little bit here. Liston gets trapped a little bit. Going for the steal with Seward. He couldn't get it. Dillard on the inside. Ball is taken away. Seward on the break. They'll slow it down. Hydebreeder has the ball now. 18 seconds left. I wouldn't be surprised if the Highlanders held for the last shot. There is no shot clock in Indiana high school basketball. Winchell gets on the inside, though. He'll put the ball up. Get rejected at the rim. The ball is retained by the Tigers. Excuse me. And it will be a jump ball.
Real confusion.
Yeah, this has been a very scrappy. That's how I would describe it, a scrappy game here. And we haven't seen Bonsbach since the first couple minutes of the game as he got those 2 early fouls. That might be what the Tigers are lacking here.
I mean, there's been a lot of fouls, but I don't like just like.
Pass in there to Barnes. He'll finish. He's got 8. He's got 9, Josh. Half-court heave does not go there for the Tigers. And that is the end of the first quarter. 14-10 Highlanders. I mean, that was the first quarter, Josh. That's how I describe that. Good defense, not so great offense.
Yeah. I mean, when you travel 3 times in a row, that's when you sit down and just talk about your game plan. And same thing with Kobe Barnes. It's not that he's playing bad. It's just that make the extra pass.
Yeah. You see St. Xavier's head coach trying to get their team together. And right now we would like to make a very special announcement.
The following grant writers that we're about to mention help make our production possible, so thank you to Samtech, Loving Forge, Taco and Tiki, Retailer Supply, the David Burrow team at Schuler Banner Real Estate Services, and Always First Driving Academy. Thank you all so much.
Without you guys, none of this would be possible, so we would like to give you all the thanks in the world for what we do. We couldn't do it without you guys, so once again, thank you so much. We're about to get into the second quarter here. What do both teams need to do to try and either hold the lead or get back into the game for St. X?
I mean, for St. X, you just need to avoid, like I said, avoid the dumb turnovers. And I mean, traveling is not really considered a dumb turnover, but when you do it 3 times in a row, it's really difficult. And if you're the Highlanders, I mean, they'd already take their time doing shots, but kind of plan out your play just a little bit longer.
Liston has the ball. Now Lynch. Stagnant offense here to start out the second quarter for the Tigers. More of a perimeter-based approach. The Highlanders are clogging those driving lanes as well, Josh. They haven't been allowing many buckets on the inside. Liston tries to create one of his own. He'll get the pass away, and a foul there by Libs as Smith will go to the line for the Tigers.
They're already playing good defense. I mean, the problem with that is sometimes playing too much defense causes those late calls.
Yeah, just a little bit of over-aggressiveness there from Libs.
It's not necessarily bad.
Smith sinks the first free throw, 14-11 Highlanders, with 7:29 here left in the second quarter.
There's so much length for the Highlanders already. Got Kobe Barnes and Logan Libs.
Yeah, the size is a huge factor always. Smith will miss the second free throw, rebounded by Hibbard. I'm looking for the Highlanders to get the ball to Kobe. I think he is going to be the key in this game. If he can get hot, if he'll not get as hot, I think they'll struggle in this game. There he is, pulling up for 3. Oh my goodness. Right in the face of the defender. Ice in his veins at home, Josh.
You're excited.
The Tigers have the ball here. Liston drives in. Great defense there by the Highlanders. Heidbreeder gets the ball. He gives it to Kobe. Going over the dunk and one finish. And he's getting that student section hyped up right now.
Almost a dunk.
I really thought he was going to go for it.
I would have taken my headset off, taken off my earpiece, walked down onto the court, and shook in his hand.
What a possession there by the Highlanders. You see the great defense, you see the effort by Heidbreeder, and you see the finish by Barnes.
Yeah, Heidbreeder's getting left on the bench right there.
He'll try to convert this and one. And there it is. Sinks the free throw. Kobe. That's all I can say. He has been unbelievable this season.
He's shaking off the first quarter already.
Oh, yeah. Smith will get the ball to Mudd. The Tigers need to score here. They have yet to score in the second quarter. Dillard from 3, no good. Rebounded by Smith. He'll go back up with it and one. He'll go to the line for one more, try to get it the old-fashioned way, Josh.
This is not the fouls that switched. First quarter, it was just St. X. I mean, fouls. And now the Highlanders.
Smith has played some crucial minutes here for the Tigers, bringing some size to the court, bringing some athleticism to the court. As you see, he got up with that rebound. Really great against the taller defenders.
I mean, the team's doing well as a whole, but if one guy stands out, you play him. Kind of like what they're doing with Barnes. I don't think he's been taken out the entire game.
Yeah, no, he's stayed in the entire game, which I don't argue with at all. He's looking like he's getting his confidence back a little bit as he drives in here, puts up a little runner, got it to go. And folks, we might see something special here tonight.
Yeah, that first quarter was his worst, and he's only going to improve from that.
The Tigers need another score here as Barnes is kind of taking over this game here in the start of the second quarter. Smith goes in and puts it up. What a finish from the freshman.
Yeah, he's impressive playing, especially with seniors, right?
Yeah, an away game, you're playing a tough team, and as a freshman, you step up like that, the coach is definitely going to notice. Another three from Barnes. My goodness! Oh, mama!
Oh my God. He can't.
He is, as they like to say in Mexico, en fuego. A three from the corner. No good. Rebounded by Barnes. He's on the break.
Go. Just go.
Potes has the ball. He'll put up the layup. Rejected by Smith.
I mean,
Jacob Ray will check back into the game for Logan Libbs, which you're not losing much size there. You're subbing in one guy who's about 6'6" for another guy who's 6'5".
I mean, Barnes is playing already, just amazing already, but second half is where you just, here we go.
They get the ball into Barnes. Stolen away by the Tigers, though. Good fight for the ball there. Ray giving his all-out effort. It's getting a little chippy down there. And there's a technical foul called on number 4, Xavier Dillard. A little bit of a push there. And, of course, taking the free throws for the Highlanders will be Barnes.
I mean, I don't argue. I mean, it should have been, I mean, it was really confusing. It was kind of a jump ball, but I saw Barnes call a timeout, kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
And if they're taking their time, then you just naturally get frustrated, but that's just, but you don't do that. And I know it's hard sometimes.
We see the officials still trying to figure out what the call exactly is going to be.
I mean, you already called tech, so.
Right.
Figured out.
Barnes is going to go to the line for the Highlanders, and Josh, who else would it be? He seemingly can't miss right now, and watch me jinx him right now because of that.
If you do, everyone's blaming you.
Free throw is up. There it is. I'll have one more from the line. Bonsbach will check back into the game. He's got 2 fouls. He's got to be careful here.
Count one more time. I mean, foul trouble already for St. X is never a good thing. Then you got a technical foul called.
There's Kobe's second free throw, and the Highlanders will gain possession back after that technical foul.
If he shoots it and makes it this possession, he's scoring 40.
Yeah, I'm going to lose my mind if Kobe gets any hotter than he is right now because he, like I said, seemingly can't miss. Potes has the ball. Here we go. Barnes has it. He drives in, puts up a jump shot from the mid-range. That's his first miss in a while. Rebounded by Bonsbach. Lynch gives it to Mudd. And Smith will go against Potes on the left wing. Good move on the inside. No finish there for the Highlanders. Rebounded by Potes. Eads from 3. Got it! And a timeout is called by the Tigers.
This team, I mean, Kobe Barnes especially, but this team, I mean, the steal from Highgrader, what I say about momentum, it shifted that way. It shifted to Highlanders.
This is an impressive display here in the first half, especially in the second quarter here, as the Highlanders have gotten hot quick. Going into the postseason for the Highlanders, this has got to be feeling good already.
it's good to know that, I mean, it was an okay start from your best player in the first quarter. It's not the best, and it's good to know that your team has the ability to snap out of it and jump right out to a 15-point lead, as Highlanders do lead 30 to 15 against the San Antonio Tigers.
The Highlanders will run the same 5 they had on the floor from the previous possession. And if you're St. X, what are you thinking right now? How are you going to get back into this game, and how are you going to slow down the offense of the Highlanders?
I mean, lock down the perimeter.
Yeah, for sure. You have to. You've got to lock down that outside shooting because, like I said multiple times before, and I'm sorry if I'm getting repetitive, but they haven't missed.
And this is weird. It's more weird than it is impressive, in my opinion.
Smith will get the ball across the half-court line for the Tigers. Some fancy footwork right there. Good defense by Potes. A little fadeaway jumper there from number 33, Borman. He can't get it to go, and a little foul there on the inside from 13, Smith, trying to go for the ball.
If you're the Highlanders right now, and if you want to get this crowd going, give it to Barnes and isolate him.
Oh, definitely. He will go to the line for 2, actually, right here. Or a 1-and-1, my mistake. To try and extend this lead to 17. It is 30 to 15 currently for the Highlanders with about 4 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. Seward and Winchell will come into the game for the Highlanders, replacing Hibbard and Potes.
Say it's not good to already be in the bonus with about 4 minutes and 8 seconds left in the second quarter.
Yeah, you don't want to be there if you're the Tigers. A lot of fouls early. Barnes' first free throw is up. He got it to go off the front rim.
Hasn't missed a free throw.
Here he goes for a second attempt. It's up, and it's good. 17-point lead here for Floyd Central, nearing the end of the second quarter. Good defense there by Winchell as they were on the break, and he poked it out from behind Smith. Barnes gives the ball to Eads in the corner. Shot fake, 3, got it!
Oh my
Oh
God.
my! Can you believe it?
That is, you guys see, everyone's smiling. Student section.
The student section is electric right now, Josh. That was the most, this is crazy. This is crazy. I have not seen this team shoot this well all year. And what a night to do it on. Senior night for these seniors. You see Eads knocking down those 2 threes. You have Barnes on fire. What can you do to stop this team right now?
I mean, there's not much you really can. I mean, I mean, this is, I'm sorry to say this, but he literally just made him kind of look like a fool there.
Yeah, he shot fake into a little dribble and a fadeaway 3.
I say when I say that, the problem it proves that the team is in such a rhythm. They can do stuff like that, and it's, I mean, it almost feels kind of natural, and that's kind of when you kind of get in your head that maybe we should take this perimeter that's working, stay there, don't move. But then, of course, someone's going to drive, and then the whole game comes ruined. But I am not a basketball scholar. It's going to be hard. It's definitely going to be hard.
The Tigers are going to get back into this game with about 3:51 here left to go in the second quarter. Their offense has been pretty stagnant here in the second quarter. I'm not going to lie. Only 4 points scored. They're trying to get back into it, but it's going to be pretty hard. The Highlanders are playing both great offense and spectacular defense. We haven't given enough credit to them. They've gotten a bunch of steals here in the first half and forced a lot of turnovers on travels and double dribbles, really. Another steal from the Highlanders right there as Winchell takes it away. He'll give the ball to Eads. If I was Eads right there, I might have taken that shot. Barnes in the post, puts it up, gets it to go. Nice move there from Kobe. 3:08 left here in the second quarter. 37-15 Highlanders. The Tigers on the break give it to Bonsbach for mid-range. No good. Rebounded by Barnes. They'll get the ball in the front court. Give it to Ray. Ray back to Winchell. Barnes, 4-3, no good. Rebounded by Smith.
That was a little deep.
Smith travels with it. Another sloppy play. And he seems a little shaken up right there.
I think Barnes almost hit the top of the backboard.
Yeah, he jumped up. He was about to knock that ball to the wall, if you know what I mean. That thing was getting sent towards the exits.
Oh my. I mean, great defense already. They've already forced a lot of travels. They've stolen the ball a lot. And I think it's really transcended to the score.
And I might be wrong here, but from the Highlanders, I see a little bit of comfort in just them being at home. They're in the zone right now. They're playing great defense, great offense. And they seem to be just cruising right now, playing their style of basketball. Seward for 3. Got it!
They are on fire from 3.
That's what this team does.
Defend the perimeter. That's my advice.
If you're St. X, what are you going to do right now? No matter how much you're defending it, we've seen shots go in their faces as well. Nice pass there by Smith to Dillard. And what a dime.
Now that's how you get back.
That's how you get back in the game. Exactly right, Josh. Dillard would go to the line for one more.
It's a foul on Highbreeder. The score is currently 40-17 as the Highlanders lead by 23 with 2 minutes and 14 seconds left in the second quarter.
That lead is now 22 from the free throw by Dillard. The Highlanders trying to break this trap. Seward has the ball. He gives it to Winchell. Highbreeder for 3. No good. Rebounded by Winchell. And there's a foul on the inside on Borman.
I say that wide open opportunity was taken from the, like I said this at the beginning of the game. Fast break, got Highbreeder open, and he was calling for it. He was caught. Didn't see him at the beginning. Probably could have gotten a better look, but at the same time, it's a foul. They're in the bonus.
Yeah, good effort there by Winchell to get the ball and get fouled. He'll go to the line for the 1-and-1. Puts up the first. Got it to go. 41-18, Floyd Central, with about 2 minutes left here in the game. If you're just joining us, it has been an outstanding first half from the Highlanders. The Tigers are still trying to claw their way back into this game.
Tiger claw, I see what you did there.
That was unintentional, folks. Smith has the ball, and he's guarded by Seward. Dillard now driving with his left, puts up a little mid-range jumper. Got it to go. Good move there by Dillard. The junior for St. X, trying to get them back into this game. Seward gets the ball to Sturgeon, who gives the ball to Kobe. Deep 3. No good. Rebounded by Borman for the Tigers. That's a heat check right there.
Almost shot it from the timeline.
Dillard has the ball. A 3 from the junior. No good. Rebounded by Winchell. And the Highlanders are running. Winchell gets it to Barnes. Kobe Barnes, the Indiana State commit, having a phenomenal game. And an illegal pick. I think it was a moving screen right there by the Highlanders. A turnover. We'll give the ball back to the Tigers.
Oh my. Right now, I mean, if you're St. X, they did a good job of getting open, but I mean, it all comes down to shooting ability now. I mean, they're doing a great job getting shooters open. You just gotta make them.
As I've watched this game more and more, I've noticed that the Tigers' style of offense is more of a driving style of offense. They're not really prone to shooting the 3, and the Highlanders are doing a great job of stopping that offense. So you see again here them trying to drive the ball. Good defense and a pass out to Winchell in the fast break. He is fouled by Mudd. He will go to the line for 2. Great attempt though at the finish.
Fast break. I mean, we're seeing great fast break 3s going out, but you could already tell when he was past half court. He was either going to make it or get fouled.
And a great outlet pass there by Barnes too.
This is his last game here. He's got to make it memorable for one.
Amen, Josh. Winchell at the line for 2. The first one will rattle off the rim. And that one held on there for a while.
See, those are the ones you hate to miss.
Yeah. We'll have one more at the line. 42-20 Highlanders with about 41 seconds left until half here at Floyd Central High School. Second free throw is good from Winchell. Mudd gets the ball in, and Dillard will get it across the half-court line. Another steal there by Highbreeder.
He's playing great defense.
He is. This whole team, really. Having a little trouble getting it across the half-court line. They do. Barnes is open in the corner. They didn't see him. They missed an opportunity right there for an easy bucket.
A little frustration.
They will try and hold for the last shot, I believe, Josh. 14 seconds left on the clock. Now down to 10. Seward drives in, puts up the tough layup. Got it to go. 7 seconds left. The Tigers have to hurry if they want to get a shot off. 3. And a steal at the end of the half there by Hibbard. They ran out of time there. They couldn't get a shot off. But an unbelievable showing of offensive force here from the Highlanders in the first half.
Already 45 points. The score is 45-20. Highlanders do lead by 25. It is halftime, and there are some games that don't even go past 45.
Yeah,
So-
this is just, like I said, at the beginning of that second quarter, I saw the Highlanders in a whole different light than I've seen them all year. In the zone, they didn't look like they could miss. And as we see right now, this home crowd is appreciating it. 100%. They are backing this team. They know what the talent is, and they know going into this postseason, this is exactly the kind of game the Highlanders needed to have. And this game is far from over, Josh. It's only 25 points. And that may sound like a lot, but I think this team needs to keep their energy level up, keep their effort up, to try and get back to another win at home.
Let's say, right now, the Floyd Central Dazzlers will be the halftime show for this game. But I've never been so excited to see a second half of basketball. Could you imagine if they scored 90? If they double this score?
No, I couldn't imagine that, Josh.
Now that is impressive.
That was the 2016 national champion Floyd Central Dazzlers. They had a great showing at Nationals this year as well. Always a treat when we get to see them perform. And Josh, let's get back to basketball for a minute. We came into this game expecting a good offensive game from the Highlanders, a good offensive game from the Tigers.
And we got it.
And we got it. But we got so much more than that. We got stout defense from the Highlanders. We got an amazing percentage from 3 for this Floyd Central team. And we got seemingly the first half that we expected, but so much more.
Say Highbreeder shocks everyone. He's usually an offensive threat, and he still is, but defense is where he shines in this game at least.
Winchell and Highbreeder showing their athletic prowess and speed in that first half so much to get their hand on that ball as much as they could. They just needed to get in there, be scrappy, and go for every loose ball they could. to try and give the Highlanders a better chance on offense, and that's exactly what they did.
They're clogging the passing lanes really well. I mean, there's many times they try to throw it down low to a mid-range to post up, and it's the weirdest thing ever. Javier does this thing where it's not a reach in, but he like almost goes like, it's kind of like an octopus tail. It goes around his arm and pokes it out.
He is very, very good he's a very good all-around player. And for being a sophomore, you see that and you're very impressed. Another thing I want to highlight in this game, number 13 for St. X, Makai Smith. He showed a lot of good signs in that first half.
I mean, he is, honestly, if he plays like, if this is something he does daily, then I love this. I love the fact that a young guy can take on upperclassmen, dominate for his team. Sadly, that domination has transcended to the score. Well, I mean, it's the guy, it's his freshman year.
Yeah.
Give him a year, and
Josh, I'll tell you what, he's already a better basketball player than I would ever be if I practiced every day in the gym. I mean, most of these guys are really. So, really disregard that last fact because that really means nothing to any of these kids. So, once again, good signs there from the freshmen in the first half. We see a lot of great stuff from both teams, though, as Kobe Barnes really showed up and showed out, as well as Harrison Eads. I didn't really expect that from him. He has been more of a defensive-minded player, but he can also shoot the three, and we saw that a little bit in the first half.
And right now we like to give things to the following grant writers to help make our production possible. It's Jesse Bello Enterprises, Brian Jackson State Farm Agent, Oliver Agency Insurance, Lamb's Heating and Air Conditioning, and Chris Bryant Masonry.
Yeah, guys, without any of this, none of this would be possible, and we really appreciate everything you've done for this program and everything you've done for this school, really, to make this a more enjoyable experience for our viewers, for our fans, and for really everyone around Southern Indiana.
I mean, it also helps the kid out to like, because there's sometimes, there's people who can't make it to these games.
Right.
And I love that. Basketball's my favorite sports, without a doubt. So I just think it's great that we're doing this. And especially when there's a game like this, where it's a completely one-sided showing for the Highlanders. I mean, do you expect another high-scoring second half, or do you expect them to slow down?
Here's what I'll say. I think if the Highlanders want to stay shooting at the clip that they are right now and scoring at the clip that they are right now, they cannot let off the gas pedal. One team that I've seen this from multiple times as a devoted fan is the Indiana Hoosiers. They will either have the lead at halftime or be behind at halftime, and really, just the wind comes out of their sails in the second half. You see it in all sports. So what I'll say is that the Floyd Central Highlanders need to stay on whatever they were doing in the first half, because I don't really think anything was going wrong.
I like, you can't go wrong with, I mean, the second half you're probably gonna go for, I'm not saying alley-oops, but you're probably gonna maybe do a little bit of go for style points there, but at the same time, don't do something stupid that's gonna cause the game to go back to where it is. Yeah, we might see a little more fireworks here in the second half. And guys, I would also like to take a moment of my own time to try and introduce you to something new that FCTV and WNAS and 88.1 Highlander Radio has been trying to bring to the Southern Indiana viewership for a while now. So, new this year for Floyd Central High School are two new radio shows. One in the morning called Highlander Sunrise, and one in the evening called The J&J Show. You might have guessed it by now, but me and Josh, Joe and Josh, are the makers of The J&J Show. We air from 5 to 8 o'clock, and we would love if y'all would come and join us over there. We tell some stories, we talk about sports, we talk about news, we talk about really anything you all want us to talk about, or anything that's on our mind. You want to talk a little bit more about that, Josh? Sometimes it gets a little weird. We got just a hint off some of the stuff we talked about. We talked about an Israel statue of Jesus look like Ronald McDonald from McDonald's. It gets weird. It gets funny. We talk about some serious stuff. But we don't splash too much on science and stuff, but we talk about like newly discovered stars and planets. We've done that a few times. And yeah, sports is our specialty. So
Right.
Just today, we talked about our all-star predictions.
Yeah, the NBA All-Star Game is this weekend, and we really tried to take a hint from that and give you our predictions on what we thought was going to happen in those games. So once again, 5 to 8 o'clock in the evenings, the J&J show, and make sure to listen to Highlander Sunrise in the mornings on your way to work. Both shows are a phenomenal show from our radio TV department, and once again, that is just a little personal show for me. I'm sorry if I bored you with that, but once again, Highlander Sunrise J&J show. But let's get back to some basketball.
We got about 36 seconds left before we get back into the second half. I mean, I'm just excited to see, at minimum, Kobe Barnes. He refused, besides one shot, he refused to miss.
Oh yeah, totally, Josh. I have not seen him in the zone that he has been in since last year, really. I think he's also grown so much as a player in his senior year. Growing as a leader, growing as a great teammate, but also growing as a player. If anyone doesn't know, he's committed to Indiana State University. Fantastic for him to be ending up somewhere where he deserves to be playing basketball in college. I'm so excited to see what he does there.
He's also improving throughout the game. I mean, he had, I guess you could say, not the best first quarter, and then immediately, at the first shot he hit was a three. It was someone right in his face. That says a lot about a player. This is, sadly, his last game on the court for the Highlanders. And
well, not on the court for the Highlanders, but on their home court.
I refuse. I mean, I switched to, I went to send Highlanders court, but I switched it.
We are starting off the second half. We've got a good 8 minutes of basketball before the fourth quarter starts. A little bit of sloppy play there from the Highlanders early as Eads turns the ball over. He is going for that, not alley-oop, but he's trying to get the ball up there for Libs.
So I said they're going to try just a little bit of flashiness, never hurt anybody.
Liston has the ball. Pass to the corner. No good on the three from Dillard. Barnes has possession. He gets the ball to Eads in the corner. Potes gives the ball to Barnes. A steal right there from Liston. And he gets trapped underneath the basket. They'll get the ball out to Borman. Liston has the ball back now. I saw some flashes and some stuff from Dillard in the first half. A great finish at the rim from him, a couple threes, and I'm excited to see what he does in the second half. And here's Smith. Good drive there from Dillard, and a block is called on Potes.
Already physical game. Already got a steal in about the first 20 seconds, and then hard foul there. I don't know about physical defense at this point in the game. You want to play good defense, but if you start bumping them, I don't know.
The ball gets inside. It's
like
a
right
Bonsbach on the pass from out of bounds. Libs with the foul. That's two fouls early from the Highlanders. The last thing they want to do in the second half is get into foul trouble early.
That's how teams come back. And then you get a close game, and then it becomes entertaining.
Borman gives the ball to Liston. Borman. The ball is tipped, and the ball is stolen away by the Highlanders yet again. Potes on the break. Doesn't have anywhere to go with it. Sturgeon throws the ball away after the pass from Potes. That is another turnover by the Highlanders early in the second half.
So that's it, and that's the thing about just anticipation. Sometimes that stuff happens. Sometimes the guy doesn't cut.
The first minute 30 have been pretty sloppy. 45-20 Highlanders still. Smith gives the ball to Dillard. Liston with the behind the back. Has nowhere to go with it. Good defense here from the Highlanders. Sturgeon tries to steal the ball. Borman gives it into Bonsbach, but there is a foul called on Sturgeon. He is trying to get that ball away, but they are doing a good job of protecting the ball here early in the second half. I think their coach really drove that home with them in the locker room. Just trying to protect the ball and keep the ball because it was obviously keeping them from scoring. Borman drives in, has nowhere to go with it, almost turns the ball over, but is saved by Smith. Smith going against Potes. Stagnant offense from both these teams at the start of the second half. Liston with a nice move, gets inside, gives it to Borman for three. What a possession there from St. X. Did not give up, almost had the ball stolen away, and you saw them really move the ball around there and get a nice shot from the corner by Borman. Great pass.
So that's how you come back, get the momentum back.
Eads. He gives the ball to Potes. Potes to Barnes. Barnes from the free throw line, no good. Rebounded by Smith. Some early struggles there from the Highlanders. 5:17 left to go, 45-23. Borman for three from the top of the key, no good. Rebounded by Bonsbach as the ball routed around. Dillard for three, got it to go.
He took his time, he kind of hesitated a bit, but still knocks it down.
19-point game now. Like I said, Josh, the Highlanders have to keep their foot on that gas pedal. Barnes with a turnover. Dillard on the fast break. There will be no continuation. It will be a common foul. But that is the Highlanders' third foul of the second half already. 45-26. Still Floyd Central. And we will see Seward, Ray, and Winchell check in for Floyd Central. Coming in for Hibbard, Sturgeon, and Libbs. We see a little bit of a smaller lineup here. Maybe trying to get out and fast break a little bit more, Josh?
Let's say you're doing a great job of getting fouls called, and I'm not sure about that. I mean, great defense is something that transcends the whole game, and they haven't done that the whole game.
Dillard gives it to Borman in the corner. Borman, great pass to Bonsbach. 28-45, and here come the Tigers.
They came to play in the second half.
And I really think the Highlanders were kind of thinking that this game was not out of hand, but they had a little bit of a cockiness to them in the start of the second half. You see Coach Sturgeon right now is not happy with that effort. He is getting right onto their players, right onto his seniors, who he really trusted in this game. And like I said, I will say this forever until I die. If you go into the half with the lead, and with a commanding lead, you've got to keep pounding that rock, because there is no way that the team you're going up against is ever going to give up.
I mean, that's just, and the thing about it is it's bad kind of not really predicting or anticipation. It's just, you just go into it and you're like, I have a 25-point lead.
Right.
You know, I can throw a lob to my 6'6" guy. I mean, it's okay if, I mean, I'll drive if I miss a shot, well, leads up. I'm not saying it's cockiness or arrogance. It's just, I'm not sure what to call it, but it's how the Tigers will come back in this game.
Winchell has the ball. A more perimeter-based offense here for the Highlanders in the start of the second half. Barnes looks for the pull-up, nothing there. He'll kick it to Hibbard. Hibbard back to Barnes. Barnes still looking to find his groove here in the second half. And a little bit of a game of keep away here in this possession from the Highlanders. Just trying to slow down the pace of the game and really keep it out of this Tigers team's hands. My apologies. 3:46 left, 45-28, Floyd Central with the lead. If you're just joining us, the Highlanders had a really great start to the game in the first half. It cooled off a little bit in the second half, and Stanix has really turned up the intensity. Barnes with the deep three, no good. Bad possession there for the Highlanders, really couldn't find anywhere to go with the ball. I think they need to find a way to get into transition, as that was a huge factor for them in the first half. Liston has the ball. Stolen away by Winchell. What a pickpocket move and a finish at the rim. Instant timeout from St. X. Just a little bit of carelessness there from St. X.
And the Highlanders have woken up, if you will.
And I'll tell you what, Liston is hearing it right now. And maybe for good reason. He's been pretty good with the ball tonight, but on that possession, he, like I said, got a little bit careless with the ball. And Winchell took the first chance that he got and went out, got the easy layup.
I don't understand, like, they did a good job coming out, and was it? I think it was about an 8-point run. And so now what you do is you have time. What you do is, one, you take care of the ball, and it's all about, I guess you could say, not really planning, but you need to understand how the game has played in the first half and for the first almost 5 minutes, and you evaluate what's best to work.
Of course.
But if they start getting to a groove, then it's harder to figure everything out if they're getting fast break points, which can't really be determined too much.
Right. Smith has the ball. He's guarded by Seward. Bonds block with the pick. Ray with the foul there. The Tigers really trying to work the ball on the inside. Ray not happy with that call right there. Barnes telling him right there. Look at that great senior leadership. Telling him, stay in this game. We have this game right now, but you can't get frustrated. Ball is almost thrown away by Seward. What an effort there. The Tigers do retain possession, though. Smith has the ball. He'll drive with the left. Give it to Mudd. Mudd drives in, puts up the layup. And I believe the foul is called on the floor. That foul will be on 11, Levi Seward. 5 fouls. Correction, 6 fouls here in the second half. Very, very, very high amount of fouls here this early. Great effort there by Seward. He cannot retain possession. And the Tigers will have an inbound here. 2:41 left, 47-28, Floyd Central.
I don't understand. Like, I like the aggressiveness of them, but I don't know. They can't really get a shot off when you got guys that are so tall.
Dillard has the ball on the inside. He'll take a mid-range jumper. Buries it. 30-47 St. X. 30-47 Highlanders. 2:20 left. Jake Highbreeder is now in the game for Floyd Central. He'll give the ball to Nick Winchell. Kobe Barnes guarded by Kyle Bonsbach. Pick at the top by Jacob Ray. There will be a foul called there on Smith. St. X was looking for a travel right there. As Highbreeder did go up in the air, but he was fouled while he was in the air. So that will be St. X's first foul of the second half. Now, we haven't seen a lot of offense aside from that steal and layup by Winchell on that possession a couple times ago. But here's Winchell in the corner. No good. Tries to grab his own rebound, but it is tipped away, and Smith has it for St. X. Smith is at the Floyd Central logo. He'll get the ball to Dillard in the corner. Good defense, though, by Barnes. Dillard showing his ball handling ability. Give it to Borman on the baseline. Mid-range jumper, 47-33, and the Tigers are slowly but surely finding their way back into this game. 1:28 here left in the third quarter. And I haven't seen a lot from this crowd. The team hasn't seemed very invested in the second half. And I need the intensity to pick up for the Highlanders if I think they're going to stay in this game. A little bit of over-aggressiveness there from Smith.
I was going to say, play good defense, but don't get so close, because you know how the basketball works. If you get too close to the guy, even if you think you didn't do anything, or even if you just didn't do anything, just how it looks to referees, that's a foul.
Right. Libs will check into the game for the Highlanders, coming in for Ray. Once again, that size, it's not going away when you sub that guy in. If anything, it's getting better. The tallest guy on the team. Barnes has the ball. He's getting doubled. And they have taken notice to what he did in the first half, Josh. St. X wanted to travel right there, didn't get it. Barnes gets the shot up. The foul is on the floor, and it will be on Bonsbach, I believe.
How many fouls already have
My
we
mistake,
seen?
that foul will be on Dillard.
So many fouls already, and we got exactly 1 minute left in this quarter. Scores 47-32 as Highlanders do have a 15-point lead. Right now, St. X has already cut down the lead from, I believe it was 25 to 15. So that's 10 points
That's
already.
10 points made up, and we've still got a minute left here in the third quarter.
And a whole nother quarter of basketball left.
We've got a conversation going on here between two officials. It looks like they've sorted out the matter, and we will get back to some basketball here in just a moment. The Highlanders will inbound the ball. Winchell will throw it in. They give it to Barnes. And a foul there by Mudd going for the ball. And St. X has somehow almost caught up to Floyd Central in the foul call
It's
here.
almost like a foul competition.
Yeah. Winchell will throw the ball in once again, as that was just a common foul. Seward has it on the wing. He'll give it to Barnes. Barnes goes on the inside. Good attempt at a finish. The ball just went off of the rim. And the ball was retained, but his foot was out of bounds for number 33, Borman of St. X, and the Highlanders will have possession.
They called a foul too. 10 fouls combined from both teams already.
Winchell again will throw it in. He gets to Barnes. Barnes puts it up inside the paint. Got it to go. And that is the first real basket from an assist. Like,
in the quarter.
Yeah, it's been a very slow quarter, guys. And when I'm saying that, I'm looking at the scoreboard once again and noticing just how fast St. X has gotten back into this game.
They only scored, Highlanders have only scored 4 points.
Travel called there on Mudd. 37 seconds left in this game. In this quarter. My apologies. Barnes will inbound the ball. Winchell will come out. Eads will come in. Seward. He'll give it to Barnes. He gets it across the half-court line. Highbreeder has it on the wing. Once again, that perimeter-based offense. And the Tigers are playing some sort of trap defense where wherever the ball is, they're going to go up and double team and try to get a turnover. A turnover there as a result of that defense from Floyd Central. 49-32, Highlanders with 15 seconds left. I would not be surprised if St. X held for the last shot. Mudd has the ball. He gives it to Dillard. Dillard gives it to Borman. Borman off the glass. Nice finish and a nice end to the quarter there from St. X. 49-34, and Josh, I can't say I predicted it, but Floyd Central took their foot off the gas pedal almost completely in that quarter.
They only scored 4 points.
4 points. That's really, really not good if you're this Floyd Central team. We really praise them for their efficiency on offense and their willingness to shoot the ball, but we saw none of that at the beginning of this third quarter. Going into the fourth quarter now, we really like what we've seen from St. X in that third quarter.
Yeah, I don't mean no disrespect, but that's terrible offense. Just for a quarter, I don't understand, like, because St. X is already, they cut the lead from the half by, is it 10?
The lead at the half was 25 for Floyd Central. They cut the lead by 10 points.
All right. It's really great when you see a team come back, because close games are, I've said this a lot, close games are always more entertaining than blowouts.
Right.
If you're St. X, play the defense you did that quarter, holding Highlanders down to 4 points, and right there, get your shooters open from mid-range. 3-point has been on and off for them tonight. Mid-range has been pretty much on fire for them.
You see both teams take the court. We see a shorter, more athletic lineup here from the Highlanders. And St. X has the ball to start out the fourth quarter. Bonsbach gives the pick. Borman for three at the top of the key. No good. Rebounded by the Tigers, though. Smith will put it up. No good. Rebounded by Heidbreeder. Heidbreeder has the ball. He gives it to Eads. Eads takes a deep three. No good. Rebounded by Borman.
Almost went in, too.
Smith takes the ball on the inside, puts up a little floater. No good. Rebounded by Heidbreeder for the Highlanders. He'll get the ball to Seward. Seward gets the ball back from Sturgeon. He'll give the ball to Heidbreeder. Heidbreeder drives in. Nice. Nice move, but no finish. Dillard has the ball. He's guarded by Seward. Smith will take the three from the wing. Gets it to go. 37-49. And there hasn't been much for the fans to cheer for here in the second half for the Highlanders. Very, very stagnant offense. Haven't seen much urgency from them either to score the ball. And I don't think if they realize what they're doing right now, that lead could go quick. Heidbreeder with a nice move on the inside. The sophomore, as we called him earlier in the game, the igniter for this team, had a great move right there to get the lead back up to 14 for this Floyd Central team.
Just get it going.
Smith will get the ball back from Lynch. Bonsbach comes up for the pick. Borman, guarded by Barnes. He'll go in, put up the shot, no good. Rebounded by Kobe. Kobe gets it on transition, throws the ball away as he tried for that outlet pass to Eads. And the Floyd Central coaching staff is not happy about that. Winchell will check back into the game, as well as it will be only Winchell. He will come in for Eads.
I mean, a pass like that proves that you just, I mean, it sounds kind of dumb when I say it means you want to score, but that means like you want to just go. You're unhappy with the run they're on, and you just want to score.
I haven't seen the Highlanders with that same energy that they had in the first half here in the second. And it's a little bit concerning. As we said, the postseason is coming up, and if we saw this in the postseason, it might not hold up against some of the better teams in Indiana. Tough fall right there by Lynch. We hope he's okay. He seems to be getting up. That was scary, Josh. He got his legs taken out from underneath him, but he seems to be all right.
He landed on his right side.
He seems to be okay. We hate to see those scary falls here, especially in high school basketball. With 5:33 left, the Tigers are trying to cut this lead to 11. It was up to as high as 25 in the first half. First free throw is good from Lynch. Here comes the second free throw from number 24. No good, rebounded by Barnes.
Gotta make a free throw, especially at this point in the game.
Heidbreeder gets the ball across half court. The senior Nick Winchell has possession, and he'll give it back to Heidbreeder. Kobe takes the ball on the inside, puts up a floater, gets it to go, and one finish. There it is. That's that energy we saw in the first half, but it was all supplied by Barnes on that play. I saw the Highlanders playing much more as a unit in the first half, passing the ball well, shooting the ball well, setting each other up very, very nicely. I've seen more of a one-person game every time they've scored here in the second half.
I don't like the fact that, I mean, I don't really care. I don't like it. I'm in between care. The first half, it was great team basketball. The second half has not been good for the Highlanders. And just in the long stretch, I don't know how this will affect.
Kobe knocks down that free throw as he extends the lead. 54-38 for the Highlanders. Bonsbach gets the ball on the inside. Nice finish with the right there. Now Barnes has the ball, and he'll give it back to Highbreeder. 54-40 with 4:51 left in this ball game. Nice behind the back there as he tries to get away from Lynch. He'll give the ball to Winchell. Winchell looking for some options on the inside. He sees nothing. Resets the offense. He'll drive in. Kick the ball out to Seward. He'll kick the ball to Highbreeder on the wing for 3. No good. And that ball will go above the rim and out of bounds.
And right now, we'd like to thank the following grant writers who help make our production possible. Dave Heminger, Julie Gamble Group, B&B Law Offices, Sam Kennards, and Production, Heating and Cooling. Thank you all so much.
We love everything you do for this program. Without any of you, we couldn't do what we love to do, such as tonight. Thank you. Now back to the game as Dillard has the ball. He gets the ball to Borman, who will kick it to Liston in the corner. St. X, after that hot start at the beginning of the second half, has kind of cooled off a little bit. Dillard gives the ball to Liston. Borman for 3. Got it! 57-40. It's going to be interesting here these last 4 minutes, seeing what happens. Can the Highlanders close out this game? This reminds me a little bit of, if you watched the Louisville-Duke game the other night, you saw Louisville get out to a great start in the first half, cool off in the second half, and Duke made an amazing comeback, won that game. Could this be a little bit of deja vu? Ooh. A charge is called by Barnes on that play as he tried to rip through.
That's a good call.
The Highlanders are very upset with that call, but it may have been the right one, honestly.
I mean, even if you accidentally slip and lean onto somebody, that's a charge unless this guy comes out of nowhere, and he was standing there. It's a good call. I get how they don't like it, especially the fact that it's starting to become a close game here.
And for the first time in this game, I really feel like St. X has momentum on their side. Smith, a little mid-range jumper, no good. Bonsbach gets the ball, and there's a foul called on him on the inside. I don't know if I agree with that one as he went straight up, grabbed the ball out of midair, came down with it. A little bit of a questionable game being called here at the end. 3:16 left to go. The Highlanders have possession.
This crowd's a little upset.
The Highlanders have the ball back. And we hear some obvious displeasure with the referee's calls here from the St. X sidelines. Highbreeder has the ball. Would not be surprised to see the Highlanders play a little bit of keep away. Nice pass on the inside to Sturgeon. He goes up and one! Oh my!
That is
what a move there.
Shot. That should almost be a flagrant right there. He lunged right into him.
He went up with the pump fake, came back down, went right into the defender's body, and got the finish. Extends the lead to 13, looking to make it 14. If he can convert this and one, what a finish by the senior. I bet Coach Sturgeon liked that one.
I just hope he's okay. He hit pretty hard.
Rebounded by St. X after the miss from Sturgeon. Smith gets the ball across the half-court line. Only a 13-point lead here from the Highlanders. Smith with a nice pass inside to Dillard. Dillard puts it up, no good. The ball is tipped out of bounds, and the Tigers will have possession. 2:46 left in this game, 13-point lead after a great finish by Cam Sturgeon on the possession before this.
Right before, I mean, this is a little bit past the 3-minute mark. You need to go on a run in fast if you're St. X.
Absolutely, Josh. Good inbounds defense. Seward tips that ball out of bounds.
They're trying to get it down low.
And the Highlanders have protected that paint all night, though. Most of the points that St. X has seen in the second half have either been from the mid-range or from the arc. So I'll give the Highlanders a lot of credit on that. They've kept up their defensive pressure all night long. The ball is passed into the backcourt. The Tigers, as Liston has it. He gives the ball to Smith. Pass on the inside. Nice little alley-oop finish there from the Tigers. 11-point game, putting a little pressure on the Highlanders here at home. And almost a steal as Barnes retains possession. He gives it to Sturgeon. Back to Barnes, puts in a layup. I thought we were gonna see a dunk there. It didn't happen.
It doesn't matter, 2 points
And
anyway.
we seem to have an injury here.
Oh.
Smith, I think there's something wrong with his nose, face, mouth.
Might be a nose.
He might have a nosebleed or be bleeding from the mouth.
It looks like once, I can't remember who it was, after that half-court pass, on the way down, I think he got elbowed in the face.
Oh, we see some blood dripping from the camera right there. Definitely
no.
a injury.
That's something you don't want to see.
Yeah, this is something. And like I said, Smith has played well all night. Mekhi Smith, he's been a crucial part for this St. X offense. Great job by the training staff, though, getting right to him, getting him some medical attention, helping him out.
That's a freshman, too. That's one injury that's probably going to wake him up a little bit.
I'll tell you what, he's been tough as nails all night, though.
Oh.
Playing with this Floyd Central High School team and playing them hard, giving it all he's got.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, they got people coming over there. Oh, wow, his hands.
Yeah, he is bleeding pretty heavily from that nose area.
That could be a broken nose, maybe.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if Smith would not return for the rest of this game. We wish him the best as he tries to recover right now.
Well, it looks like no blood was on the court.
Yeah, I think he got over to half court before anything got on the court. Once again, a great job by the St. Xavier training staff, getting him the care that he needs straight away.
Yeah, he played great.
We've got about 2:16 left here in this game, 58-45. And what do the Highlanders need to do to finish out this game?
I don't want this to sound bad, but now you got a really good player who sadly will not make it to the end of this game. So that helps. I mean, you kind of hold the ball off. It's a 13 deficit, 58-45 Highlanders. Dooley with 2 minutes and 16 seconds. That's just something you really don't want to see.
We are going to get the game back rolling here as Smith is still getting medical attention from the St. Xavier training staff here.
He's walking off the court right now.
Yeah, he's going to the locker room. We will most likely not see Smith for the rest of this game. A round of applause from the crowd here as they appreciate his efforts and his toughness tonight.
He's the main reason his team got back into it there a while ago.
Absolutely, Josh. Him and Dillard have done a lot for this team in the second half. Borman has the ball. Mudd for three. No good. Rebounded by Winchell. And a foul is called on number 33, Borman. And that will put the Highlanders into the bonus. They will have a 1-and-1 opportunity here with 1:59 left. These free throws can be very crucial. And their senior, Nick Winchell, is looking to knock him down, possibly ice this game.
It's just under 2 minutes here. Same score, 58-45 Highlanders do have a 13-point lead. Both teams are in the bonus. 8 fouls on both sides.
Winchell sinks the first free throw. 1:59 left. 59-45 Floyd Central. 14 points separate these two teams.
I hate to say it, but I don't think if he hits this free throw, I'm calling it.
Winchell gets the second free throw fall as it bounces off at the front of the rim and in. Liston has the ball in the backcourt. He'll get it across the half-court line. Borman controls it at the top of the key. A three from the top of the key, no good. Rebounded by Borman. He'll try to go up for the layup, fouled by Sturgeon. 2 free throws coming up for the Tigers.
Here's the point in the game where your free throws count.
First free throw by Borman is good. 60-46 Highlanders with 1:41 remaining. Number 23, Andre Coleman, will check into the game for this Tigers team.
This game's starting to come down to it.
Second free throw is no good. Rebounded by Sturgeon. He'll give the ball to Hydebreeder. The Highlanders will get the ball across half court. Winchell gets the ball back to Hydebreeder. Once again, that trapping defense by St. X. Another foul is called. And some of these calls that looked clean have been going the way of the Highlanders tonight from these officials. And I don't agree with all of them, I gotta say.
Yeah, a lot of people also agree with you right there, Joe.
Yeah, we hear some frustration from these St. X fans tonight.
I mean, how could you get? The team did a good job narrowing down the game, and then both teams are on the bonus, so those calls do decide the game sometimes.
I'll tell you what, this Floyd Central team is a tough one to come back against. They've had fantastic defense all night, and their offense hasn't really gone away. It went away a little bit in that third quarter, but they've regained it here in the fourth, pushing this lead to 61-46. Winchell will have one more free throw.
15-point lead for the Highlanders.
He sinks it, and that'll make the lead 16. Liston has the ball. He gives the ball to Dillard, who can't finish it. Barnes gets the rebound and is fouled right away.
Now that's a foul. That's clean.
St. X trying to extend this game a little bit. And I gotta say, I think if the Highlanders can continue to knock down some free throws, we see some fans filing out of the arena right now, and they might think this game is over, but we still could see some fireworks here at the end.
Now that I don't know about. They got a little bit over a minute. 16 point, now 17, as Barnes makes his first free throw. And senior night here at Floyd Central High School. An entertaining one.
That is for certain. We had the pregame festivities, then we had the highlights in the first half from the Highlanders. A seemingly unstoppable offense we saw. Cooled off a little bit in the second half, but regained their poise and composure at the end of this game to close it out. 1:14 left in this game, but we'd like to make another special announcement here. Josh.
For our grant writers, we like to thank Kenneth did at DDS, Settle the Score Sports Ad, Baptist Health, and Realtor Pat Gross, Schuler Bueller Real Estate Services. Thank you all so much.
Yeah, guys, without any of your help, none of this would be possible. We love to see it all. And as you see, the student section is really getting into it as they see the end of this game is pretty near. And I think the Highlanders really showed their athletic ability, their shooting ability, really an all-around great game from them. We'll give credit to the Xavier Tigers. They stayed with them all night, though, on both sides of the court.
And the thing that makes me really curious is if the freshman Smith, if he would have stayed in the game.
Yeah, we could see something very different right now. An unfortunate ending for his night.
The other thing about basketball is stuff like that does happen, and even like that, it can decide games.
Right.
And it's kind of weird when you think about how this game maybe could have turned out. They were still at, what, like 2 minutes left?
Yeah.
He was out. That's still playing, and they were only down by 11, I think. So there was time.
And just as we're saying that, Mekhi Smith is checked back into the game. We didn't think we would see him for the rest of the night, but he tries to make an immediate impact as he throws for the assist in the corner. An air ball from Sabian Dillard right there. Eads has the ball. He'll give it to Hibbert, who almost has a turnover. Tries to lob it up to Libbs. Libbs gets it on the inside. He traveled with it. Turnover. St. X has the ball back. 50 seconds left here in this ball game.
That is impressive for him to come back.
Yeah, great effort by this freshman. You can see him. It actually was just a really, really, really bad nosebleed. You can see some tissues in his nose right now. High praise to this freshman for coming back into this game. Dillard for three once again. Got it. 49-64, a 15-point lead for Floyd Central right here. 36 seconds left. A timeout is called by Potes in the corner as he got trapped. And Josh, I want to thank you so much for joining me tonight. It's been a great game. And I'll tell you what, this crowd has been engaged the entire time. The atmosphere has been fantastic. The student section, I want to give all the credit in the world to them. They've done a great job of keeping this game alive. I want to give a great a hand to the Floyd Central coaching staff, as they have done a lot to keep the boys in this game. A lot of credit to the St. X coaching staff. Everyone had a phenomenal showing tonight. Both teams, both fans, really. The St. X fans were very impressive too.
Another thing is, I mean, there's parts where even though a team, I mean, even if they do lose, especially Smith, like not only is he a factor and almost nearly down to single digits, and I think the third quarter, I mean, he came out to finish the game.
Yeah, the effort of this kid is really, really remarkable. Back to the game now. Potes gets the ball across half court, stolen by Dillard. The ball is tipped away by Potes. 26 seconds left here, 15-point lead. At this point, I think St. X will need a miracle to get back into this one.
Yeah.
And a timeout is called by the Tigers.
I mean, there's not much you really can do at this point. I don't think that these teams, the game didn't really go their way in some areas. Highlanders was the third quarter, and they just had a tough time dealing with an injury. That's always, it hurts a team in a special way, and just taking care of the ball. So there's still, I mean, it's also a good thing too. There's areas you don't know how to improve on.
So, if you're Floyd Central right now, you're thinking, okay, we're about to secure a win. We're about to head on to our last two games of the season, and then we've got the postseason. We have to deal with New Albany High School, Jeffersonville, Silver Creek, Bedford North Lawrence, all great schools, all great basketball programs. This game obviously gives you a level of confidence, but what else does it do for you as a team?
I mean, I don't think that a lot of teams, I mean, all around, yeah, a lot of teams don't usually start off a game winning by 30 points.
Right.
And that's something you can look on saying we have the ability to have a lot of offensive consistency.
The Tigers inbound the ball. Three from the wing is airballed, rebounded by Hibbard. And I don't think the Tigers are going to try and intentionally foul at this point. 14 seconds left. The ball is given into Libs, and there is the dunk we've all been waiting for.
There's not one dunk.
A little bit unnecessary. 4 seconds left. Dillard to pull up one last three. No good. Rebounded by Hibbard. Highlanders win here on senior night with a 17-point differential separating them. Both teams with a great effort. And what a fantastic night for these seniors from Floyd Central.
I mean, this is a night to remember. This is for a lot, I believe it's 8 or 7 players.
8 players for Floyd Central.
This is their last game playing on the Joe Hinton court. All 4 years playing basketball, I'm sure are a memorable time. This is stuff you remember, even in your adult life. But even though this seems like an ending, in a way, they got one more shot for sectionals. And I would not take this as an opportunity to blow it. But great game. We've already talked about what we thought, and you know what? This has been a good game.
We would love to thank everyone for joining us tonight for this matchup between the Highlanders and the Tigers. We hope you all enjoyed it, maybe got something out of it. And once again, congratulations to the Highlanders. For 88.1 Highlander Radio and FCTV, I am Joe Lincoln.
And I'm Joshua Breeden.
And thank you all for joining us. Good night, everybody.